Mm. Hey guys, I just realized the light is like really dark. So hold on, let me get the light all fixated here. Whoa! Coming out of meditation, that's really bright. Hold on, we're almost there. Okay, that's a lot more natural. Let's tone it down. Okay. Hey guys. Oh, let's see. Danny already said something. Love everyone, but I'm gonna miss this. Oh, okay, no worries, Danny. It'll be cool to see Brooke in here. Hey guys, so I just came out of really heavy meditation to get ready for the session. I'm really excited. Adriana, hi. Hi. Asha, hey guys. Hi. So like I said, I was in really heavy meditation, so I'm a little really mellowed out. Excuse me. Um, so I haven't done one of these in a while, so I'm going to reiterate before we get started on how this works. And I'm going to wait for the chat to fill up though, because I know you guys have to use the link and everything, and don't mind my bed. It's a laundry day. Let's see here. Chloe, hello. Last time I just watched as an observer, but I'm super excited to be here. Oh, that's so cool. Thank you. Hey, Veronica. Oh, Veronica was one of the lucky ones. She got a really interesting session on here last time we were doing this. So guys, a couple things before I get into how this is going to work. So I actually am not feeling super 100%. I had a really bad allergy attack last night. Hey, Brooke. Hi, Empress of Duality. Everyone say hi to Brooke there. I had a really bad allergy attack last night. And so I might end up like coughing quite a bit, and it might sound very asthmatic, but I promise I'm okay. Excuse me. Not to be too team, I also started my cycle, so I'm also not super comfortable in that arena either. But so I did heavy meditation, and I actually did see quite a few things. Obviously, I don't know who they pertain to, so I'm just going to tell you what I saw. And I debated if I should even say anything, because it's like I don't know who it's for, right? But I did see some interesting things. I forget the name of this kind of theater, but it's like very traditional Japanese theater style. There's an actual name for it, where there's they have very specific masks involved. Someone definitely had a life doing that in Japan, and I mean, like, this kind of discipline goes way back. I know it's very old school, and there was a fire that broke out, unfortunately, and I think this contributed to someone's phobia of claustrophobia. Let's see. Hey, Brooke, good to be here with you guys. Seeing us. Oh my God, I can't even read. Sending y'all so much love. Oh, good. Hi, Brooke. Well, we accept your love. Love you back. I also saw. This was really interesting. I saw elephants. And for whoever this is for, I think you have quite the affinity for elephants. You're very drawn to elephants. However, with what I saw, I feel like this was definitely Southeast Asia. At first, I questioned if it was Africa, but it was definitely Southeast Asia. They confirmed for me. Where there was an incident. There was an incident with elephants, and I think that led to someone's demise, unfortunately. Pixie dust, elephants, yeah. Yeah, and whoever this was, you were a young child at the time. So that's unfortunately, like I said, there was a fatality involved in that. I picked up on something else, which was very fascinating because it relates to a past life, but it's something that someone's experiencing in the present, where someone's having dreams, or like when they sleep in the dream space, it's almost like they're reliving a memory. And it was like super heavy snow, super heavy snow. And like there was a man that was just kind of sitting at the edge of, like, I don't know what you would call that. It's not quite a cave, I guess like a dwelling of some kind, but covered in snow. And they were there alone. Someone might be experiencing this in the dream space a little bit, and it's repetitive. Like it's repetitive. It's kind of like reliving a memory. I guess some would even call that time traveling, technically speaking. But it's reliving a memory, and I feel like it just relates to more of like a rite of passage. And it was definitely for someone who was a man in that life. Very manly man in that kind of a life. Very huge, like very big dude. Lots of hide. And that was the thing, like the hide looked very different. Like I'm not used to seeing hides like that. I'm starting to see a lot more past lives since I don't know what that bell is for, since I've started seeing them. Oh, Neon Nova, hi. But these hides were interesting. They're all very light in color, and like layers upon layers, almost like from like 4 or 5 different animals. So I thought that was interesting. Josie, hi. But yeah, guys, so I did see some stuff during heavy meditation. But of course, I don't know who it's for, but I'm just going to share with you what I have. Actually, it's almost too dark. Let me turn the light up a little bit, and then we're going to go ahead and I'll tell you how this is going to work, and then we'll get started. Okay. So the way this works is a lottery system for those who haven't been here before. I try to think of a better system, but you know what? I kind of like the picking numbers system. I kind of enjoy it. So glad I got the notification for this. Oh yeah, Loni. Hey, I'm glad you guys can join. I'm glad you can join. I'm glad you can join. Excuse me. Okay, so the way this is going to work, we're going to do 5 sessions, or 5 people are going to get to have a session with me today, and we can all participate. Before you decide you really want to do this, I just want to make it known that past life stuff usually brings up trauma. It's usually not very pleasant, happy stuff. Sometimes on occasion we might get something like that, but more often than not, it's relating to trauma, and usually this trauma is very graphic, okay? And I'm not going to sugarcoat things with what I see or what I get, if I do see or get anything. And like I said, guys, I'm not 100%, so we're going to see how this goes. We're going to see how this goes. We're just going to try to enjoy ourselves today. So I already have 5 numbers picked out, 1 to 100. Don't start yet. Don't start yet. Hey, Megan. Hey, Chenoa. I am divinely guided. Hi, how are you? So I already have the numbers picked out, 1 to 100. And no repeats, obviously, but it's quite literally just a lottery system. So you get to pick a number, give your number, and whoever gets the first number on my list gets a session, okay? So like I said, I have the numbers. If you guys are ready, let's go. You guys can go. Let's see here. Nope, not yet. Remember, 1 to 100. Oh, you guys are so close. Ah, so close. Oh my God, I can't believe I haven't seen it yet. I guess it's a number no one really thinks of. Oh, someone was just like 2 numbers away. And I always do a double check to you just to make sure, because I know you guys, there's a lot of numbers on here. I can't believe I haven't seen it yet. Someone was really close. Someone was like 2 numbers away. Oh, come on, guys. Come on. Oh, man, maybe I should have done it 1 to 50. Oh, someone's 1 away. Someone 1 away. Just 1 away. This is so funny. I can't believe no one's gotten it yet. Just increases your chances of getting it, I guess. Wow. Oh, man. Okay, guys, come on. Someone's 2 away. Oh, someone's 1 away. I'm like trying not to blink so I don't miss anything. Oh my God, you guys are like just 1 off. Well, they're 1 off. It's just 1 off. Oh, okay. I just heard a knock at the door. Shoot. Shit. Hold on a second, guys. All right, guys, I got to put a pause on this. I just heard a knock at my door, and I think it's management of my building. So hold up, hold. Hold, guys. All right, hold. I need you guys to hold so I can go answer the door. Okay, hold. I'll be right back. Hold. Ay, ay, ay. Oh my God, guys, I am so sorry. So don't start yet. So apparently they have to change like my alarm and filter and stuff like that. So I have like people coming in at my apartment right now. So sorry for the interruptions, guys. My goodness. So we're gonna have to wait just for a few more. All these numbers. I know, and you guys didn't get it yet. I'm just like, I'm amazed. I'm gonna double check right now. They're probably gonna knock. If they knock again, I gotta get up and get the door. Let's see. Oh, okay, wait. Did this happen after I said pause? Hold on. I'm gonna go all the way to the beginning just in case I missed it. Very annoying stuff. I can't believe we've had all these interruptions. Why can't I see all of the chat? Let's see. Impeccable timing, WaterBaby. I had the same thing today. Oh, you did? Now I'm like, what the heck? A lot of numbers were entered after you left. Okay, that's why. Okay. So, sorry. I'm like, I'm so sensitive to noise and I got to keep an eye on stuff. Oh, shit was going off when you left. Okay, guys. So we're just gonna do a do-over when they're all out of my apartment. It shouldn't be too long. They said just like a couple more minutes. Make sure to click live chat. Yeah, it's on live chat. Don't worry, Brooke. I'm on it. I'm on it. I'm on it. Yeah. That's so crazy. I was like, wait a minute, what's going on? But yeah, it's weird. It won't let me go all the way back in the chat. That's really strange. Oh, 33 people with 3 likes. Huh. 333. So yeah, guys, let me just go check on them really quick. And then once I'm back, and then they're done, we'll just start over. Okay? We'll just do a do-over. But I'll be right back, okay? Oh my God. Hey guys, I'm so sorry about that alarm. I didn't think they were actually testing the alarm. Are you guys okay? Let's see. I don't know if they're done yet. That was insane. That was insanely painful. Let's see. I know, Clyde. Clyde's all upset. We were getting to know each other. Okay, so you guys weren't hearing the alarm or anything? Not loud. Oh, okay, good. Oh my God, it was like fucking piercing over here. Okay. Okay, so I'm just waiting for the confirmation that they're actually done and then we can continue. I am so sorry, guys. Talk about interfering energies. My God. And it's crazy because when I was meditating, Metatron actually came in and he even like mentioned interfering energies and that he was going to help me with that. And so it's like, okay. I just went, okay. Oh my God, but this was insane. We heard it, but we can turn down the volume. Okay. I couldn't tag you either at Empress Whoop Whoop. Oh. Well, as long as guys were hanging out and just having a good time with yourselves. Yeah, I'm just gonna wait for the knock on the door for them to confirm that they're done, and then we'll try to continue. My goodness, hard to stay in a meditative state when you got that kind of alarm going off in your ears. I'm sensitive, and I couldn't imagine being there for that. Yeah, I really hope that was the last time. They're not really being very communicative. Anyway, guys, so I guess let's just hang out until I get the confirmation that they're done, and then we can continue the session. I'm so sorry. Like I feel really bad, guys. If I had known, I definitely obviously would not have scheduled this during this time. Crazy how things happen, right? But I did tell you what I picked up at the meditative session. That was pretty much all I picked up on, but it was really cool to see some of that because I was like, I know that's for you guys. Like I knew it was for you, like you patrons, at least, one or two, maybe even three of you out there. Mine is pretty easy to tag because it's all one word. Let's see. Shit happens. Don't feel bad. We're glad to be here. Oh, okay, good, good. Adriana, Metatron is a G. Yeah, like when he said that, I was like, okay, do your thing. Whatever you gotta do. Whatever you gotta do. I missed out. I missed something. Oh, Shanoa, no, you didn't miss anything. Don't worry. I just want to make sure that they're done before I continue. So they're gonna knock on my door probably one last time. They're testing the hell out of those smoke alarms. I didn't think they were gonna be testing them. I thought they were just like changing the batteries or something like that. We're just gonna do we have winners? We're just gonna do it all over again when we're ready. When we're ready. Oh, we heard it, LOL, but it's okay. As long as it wasn't too loud for you, because it was really awful for me. Yeah, I don't feel bad. We don't mind. Okay, good, guys. Good, good, good. Anyways, how's everyone else doing? How's everyone doing with these energies? Let's see. Yes, we heard it. I'm sorry. I know. I'm so sensitive to noise that like I can't handle stuff like that. Has anyone noticed a lot of tarot reader been going viral on Twitter? Going viral on Twitter? Oh, that's interesting. Like I have a Twitter account, but I never use it. I'll be honest with you guys. I never use it. Your hair looks great. Oh, thank you. I like put a lot of product in it yesterday. So today it looks a little bit better. Let's see. So much rapid changes. Oh yeah. Kicking my ass, but think it's getting better. Good, good. Yeah, what do you mean going viral on Twitter? Who's going viral on Twitter? I don't really, like I said, I don't really pay attention to those accounts. Like Instagram, I post the daily energies, but for Facebook and Twitter, I'll be honest, I don't really look at it too often. And with Twitter, I mostly just don't know how to use it. Like, I don't really understand the functionality of it, if I'm being completely frank. Let's see. Tyler and House of Ashun has been popping up. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. I use Twitter as an online diary. I just jotted all my thoughts and stuff. Oh, that's really interesting. I've been trying to be better about like my daily journal and things like that. Oh. Aries hit me. Yeah, oh my God, this full moon was really intense. I mean, every full moon I feel like is intense, but this one really took people for a loop, myself included. Definitely myself included. Been working through a lot of purging stuff. Stop lying to myself and holding on. Oh my God, good, Chloe, good. It's interesting. I've been feeling like that too. Like the way I've been interacting with people and talking to people who like don't necessarily respect me as much as they probably should has really changed a lot. Like I've even shocked myself a little bit. Tyler and his costumes. Oh, is he doing his costumes right now? Oh, that's cool. I remember when I saw him a little bit last October when I started the channel, and he just like went all out with like his like he's got like a $2 wig, right? He's got a $2 wig. That one was funny. Speaking my truth. Hell yeah, we gotta be speaking our truth. Josie, I've just been eating. Oh my god, Josie, I'm right there with you. And like I'm having trouble to stop eating. I'm just like, why do I want to eat right now? Didn't I just eat? Why do I want to eat right now? I think that's Libra. Because Libra's like Venus, you know? And I feel like it's all about that indulgence. This is the first time I've been on live chat. Love your channel. Every moon hits me. Oh, hey Nicole. Glad you can make it. Hold on, that one's fine. That okay. I feel such a big shift. I cried yesterday, but it was tears of feeling peace. Haven't felt that in a long time. Oh, good, Tiana. It's good to cry like that. It is good to cry like that. Olive, I've been eating so much. Yeah, I've been trying really hard not to. Like, I've even been putting myself, like, on a time schedule. I'll be like, okay, when was the last time you ate? You really don't need to eat yet. You can wait. I also like timeline shifts, not sure what the fuck is going on. We did have a lot of timeline shifts, and I feel like they're still happening, but not nearly as much as they were. Yeah, not nearly as much as they were. I'm just noticing they haven't really knocked on my door in a while. I'm gonna go check on that again really quick. I'll be right back. Be right back. Oh, mister. Ugh. They left and they didn't even say anything. Wow. Okay. Let's see. What did I miss here? Intense meditations lately. Yeah. Even with the matrix breaking down. Oh yeah, Brooke, Danny told me about that. We gotta touch base sometime soon. Let's see. I never go on Twitter. I also been saving, investing. Oh, good. Yeah, yeah, we all need to do a little bit of that, especially because of like all this Libra energy. People want to spend and consume a lot. We got to try to not do that right now. Let's see. It was LOL. Don't feel bad. I don't get it either. Yeah, I like, it's cool for people who know how to use it, right? But yeah, guys, apparently they're done. And didn't feel a need to relay the message to me. So anyway, we can finally get a session started at like, oh my God, 30 minutes in, geez. I'm gonna have to timestamp this at like about 26 minutes actually starts for anybody who wants to rewatch it. Okay, guys. All right, so we're just gonna start from scratch. I still have my same numbers. It was so funny because it was like, I know before the first time I left, I didn't see it, but then I know a bunch of you put up numbers. So before the first time I left, no one had gotten it yet. Okay? Are we ready to go for it again? Go. I'm going to watch this painstakingly. Oh, shit. Okay. Now I got to like. Boop, 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 boop. I don't see it yet. And like I said, guys, I always double, triple check. Because I know we got a lot of people guessing numbers here. Let's see. Oh, shit. Okay, Chloe, I think you got it, but I'm going to double check. Chloe Chappelle, I think you got it, but I'm going to double check really quick, okay? Let's see if it'll let me go back to the beginning. And it does. The number was 83. Just double checking. Oh, Tamara, you were close. Ah. Da, 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 da. Hold on, guys. I really just want to make sure, just to be fair. I was making my eyeballs hurt. Okay. uh, oh, Adriana, you were so close. You were like one off. Yeah, Chloe, you got it. You got it with the 83. You got that one first. Okay. All right, Chloe. Let's see. I'm gonna write all this down. Okay. So, before we go ahead and get started into your session, why do you want to have a session? Like anything in particular, what you want to know, or anything you're currently struggling with now that you think connects to a past life, or anything along those lines? Why do you personally want to have a session? Clyde, stop it. And suffering from generational trauma surrounding addiction. Okay. I actually just heard the word violence, but I'm going to try to go ahead and see what I can pick up intuitively, or whatever whatever our guides want to show us. Before I even started this video and during the meditative session, I call in all of our ancestors and guides for the patron collective that I have to actually help us here. I find ancestors are actually very beneficial when it comes to looking at past life information. Okay. All right. But it's going to take me a few minutes, especially after all of those interfering energies. So give me a few minutes. Let me see what I can pick up with this. Okay. Oh, 1 second. Clyde, I'm going to put you out. I'm sorry. I know, but you're all frazzled. Okay. Okay. Sorry. I had to put Clyde out. He was all upset from the alarm. Okay, Chloe. Show me any past lives that need to be highlighted regarding addiction for Chloe's family and trauma. It's interesting because I keep picking up on a lot of violent energies, like actual violence outbursts, a lot of screaming and actual physical violence as well. More so than just addiction. So this is what I'm picking up on. See what else I can get with this. Feels like it stems from a lot of masculine energies. I feel like it's actually out of cries for help. Why is this relating to addiction? Same problem. Okay. The wounding is the same, but they really want to highlight violence for some reason. They really want to highlight that more so than addiction, because it's the same wound, and I feel like this is probably where it's originating from. Resentment. Past life or current bloodline? Okay. I don't know if you have a history in your current, but when I say current bloodline, I mean like your bloodline in this life versus the bloodline in a past life. It gets really interesting when you get into all of that. But I'm feeling a lot more with your current bloodline around abuse, physical abuse, or violence. But I don't know if you directly were exposed to that, because this feels like mostly masculine energies that I'm picking up on that have struggled with this. And there's a lot of resentment there. What about actual past lives? There's a lot of issues around jealousy and envy that has gone on in dynamics with people that you have in your blood family now, that you've had in your previous lives, and those energies and that wounding is still there. But that is what's connected to past lives: jealousy and envy, not necessarily addiction. It's almost like it's energies that have like festered and accumulated over time. Like whatever started way back when with jealousy and envy, it's festered into more violent energies, more resentful energies, and that is now contributing to codependency issues out of fear. Can you tell me more about this jealousy and envy? I feel like this jealousy and envy that took place in past lives, whoever they are in your family now, in these past lives, they were your siblings. They feel really close in these lives. Yeah, siblings. And I feel like it was about status. Was this towards you? No. Okay, this is interesting. The jealousy and envy that was had, I don't even feel like was directed at you, but you were around it. You were exposed to it. And it was all about, not feeling adequate enough or feeling like someone got it better, someone had it better. Yeah, with the past lives that I'm picking up on, this has been a repetitive theme. This has happened more than a couple of times where it's like I think whoever was older just missed out on a lot, while the younger just got a lot more. But I feel like there's also step parents involved in this too. But that's where it started. That's where these energies started, and it just has kind of festered over time because it wasn't dealt with. And when we don't deal with stuff like that, it just builds and builds into something else. It builds and builds into something bigger, into a bigger issue, and just to something entirely that can become a very what's the word I'm looking for? What's the word I'm looking for? Pervasive. Pervasive. Hold on, glasses back on. Where's Chloe? I haven't personally. Okay. Yeah, I didn't think it was you personally. It's interesting because it's like I just feel like it's something you've been exposed to, something you've been around in these past lives, and even in your current family. I feel like it's mostly others. Like I don't even feel like it's really you exactly. Yes, codependency is a big issue. Okay, yeah, that's definitely what I'm feeling with that. I kind of want to pull cards if you're cool with that. I like to bring out cards every once in a while. Yes, like an observer. Okay, but that's where it comes from. It originated in past lives where there was a repetitive theme of jealousy and envy, and it feels like amongst siblings for the most part. I was seeing a big parlor, and I was just seeing a lot of arguing going on. I don't know what time this was. This definitely is the past life that I was picking up on. A lot of arguing going on where it's like someone feels like the other just got everything or just got it all or had everything, while the other was kind of forgotten. And I do feel like there's kind of a blended family situation involved in that from that past life. Um, it's weird that they kept emphasizing the wallpaper too. I mean, the wallpaper doesn't matter, but like that does not matter. But let's try to pick some cards here and see what else we can get with this. Yeah, so I'm feeling siblings. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. In this life, because it's obviously they're different genders now, but in this life, it's like 3 men and a female, and I feel like you were one of the men. You were somewhere in the middle. You definitely weren't the oldest or the youngest. You're definitely in the middle. Can you give me more information about this past life that you're showing me with this jealousy and envy, please? But that's what it's transpired to. That's like at the root core of it. Like that's what it is. Like, so like always feeling like not having enough compared to the people around them. Can you give me more information on this past life, please? Let's see here. Oh, geez, yeah. Knight of Cups in reverse. Piscean energy could also be water or fire with the Five of Pentacles, Taurian energy. Five of Pentacles is quite literally not having, I don't want to say anything, but I feel like that's the energy of that life with whoever it's stemming from. I feel like it's stemming from the oldest in that past life. Who are they to you in this life? I'm feeling cousin. I'm feeling cousin with that. Do you have a cousin who has addiction issues or issues with money? Issues with money? I don't know, I'm picking up on a cousin. Let's see. That was a big feeling my ex has, complaining that life isn't fair. Okay. Oh, God. Yeah. Especially with this energy, like Knight of Cups in reverse. This is someone who always feels abandoned. Always feels abandoned, always feels left out, always feels forgotten about. I'm not close to my cousins. Okay. I wouldn't be surprised if you have a cousin that kind of fits this bill, but you said that you're not close to them. But that's this energy. It's like always feeling like I'm never getting what I need. I'm never getting what I need. Everyone always goes elsewhere. Everyone else gets everything, but I don't get very much. Can you tell me more about this past life energy with the jealousy and the envy? Yeah, especially with Knight of Cups in reverse with the Five of Pentacles. I mean, that's really feeling like my cup is always empty. My dad was adopted. Oh, okay. So I don't know the side of the family. Okay. Well, Five of Pentacles is also technically the orphanage card. I don't like to say that, but after you just said that about your dad, could be a little theme there. Let's see what else we have here. Ten of Pentacles. Family energy, but I also feel like it's always about the wanting of more. The wanting of more, the needing of more, the needing of what I do not have. And it's almost like a double because it's that Five of Pentacles to the Ten of Pentacles. Constantly chasing that, constantly wanting that. Never quite feeling full, never quite feeling satiated, never quite feeling like I have enough and I have what I need. Let's see what else we have here. Tell me more about this past life specifically, please. They keep showing me the same scene over and over and over again. Yeah, Seven of Pentacles in reverse, Taurian energy. Someone definitely has problems investing with money, handling money. Someone has problems handling money. But I think they just were never taught how to handle money. They were never taught how to. Constantly wanting the Ten of Pentacles, but also like just feeling like they never have the opportunity to even get there. This feels very, very money-based. Tell me more about this past life with the jealousy and the envy. Wow. God, this is all pentacles. We have the Queen of Pentacles, Capricorn energy, could also be earth or water with the Four of Pentacles in reverse. That's losing. That's more of losing money. More of losing money. There's a matriarch here. Someone feels like their mother never had enough to provide. I feel like this is in the past life. This is in the past life. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, in this past life, I think that's why I was sensing blended family. The mother never had enough, is what I'm getting. My dad is very irresponsible with money. Yeah, all the pentacles are speaking. We literally, there's only one card here that is like not a pentacle. Hold on, let's see if I can hold all this up. I can't believe how many pentacles I'm looking at. Ah! Look at that. I know, look at all those pentacles. Hold on. There we go. That's crazy. Yeah, I feel like this is connecting again to that past life where it's like a mother just never had enough. A mother never had enough to provide, and I feel like had to remarry because of that in order to provide. But the children brought into the situation didn't have very much, and the children that came after had quite a lot. Pentacle City. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think that's exactly what this is. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's some issues also around females, like how someone kind of looks at females here. I don't think has a lot of respect for females, especially when it comes to traditional ways of like a family, you know what I mean, where it's and earning money. I feel like someone doesn't have a lot of respect for females here because of that. But yeah, that's how I was sensing the blended family. There was a mother who couldn't provide for her children, like very much so, just couldn't provide for her children. Had to marry because of that. And children who came after got a lot more for it because of that. Let's see what else we got here. No wonder there's a lot of jealousy and envy there. Anything else about this past life regarding to the jealousy and envy, please? But yeah, I really feel like, Chloe, you've just been an observer on all of this. The moon. Piscean energy also can't steer in for me as a reader. I think my soul tribe is comprised of mostly earth signs. Oh, so many issues is making sense. Well, that's really cool. With the moon here, yeah, I just feel a lot of repressed emotion with that. A lot of repressed emotion with that. And a lot of issues speaking truth. A lot of issues speaking truth. And then overall, we have got the Nine of Cups in reverse. Never, always feeling like you never get what you need or never get what you want. At least that's how this person has felt in this life. And I think that that's just carried on over and it's festered over time because it was never dealt with. It was never dealt with. Yeah. When this started in that life, it's like this person's mom couldn't provide. I know it's like a broken record. I just gotta, make it sure it's clear. This person's mother couldn't provide for them. And so this person married and then had kids later. And the kids that came later did have a lot more, and there was always jealousy and envy because of that, but that was never dealt with properly. Those emotions were never dealt with properly. This is also a drinking card, just being honest. This is also a very heavy drinking card. Could have resulted as a result of that. But it definitely led to some codependency issues along the way. So that makes sense. But Chloe, do you have any other questions? Oh, wait. Thank you so much. Very grateful for you. Oh, yeah, no, I'm glad. I hope that was helpful. I did get pulled out of my meditative state a little bit from that alarm stuff, so I do apologize for that. No, that was amazing. Thank you. Oh, okay, good. I'm glad. I was like, God dang it. Okay. But no, I mean, if that really helps you, that really helps you. So that makes me really happy. So thank you. Thank you for joining. Okay. All right. We ready for number 2, guys? Remember, the numbers don't repeat. And it is 1 to 100. All right. So if you guys are ready, go for it. Double checking my number. Okay. Scrolling. Oh, someone was one off. Oh, OG Light Warrior. You got it with 67. Now I'm going to double check just to make sure. Let's see. Yeah, it was OG Light Warrior for sure. Don't worry, guys. There's 3 more spots. OG Light Worker. Okay, cool. All right. Let's see. Where'd she go? There we go. Okay. Yay! Oh, let's see, I'm gonna meditate on it later. Okay, good, Chloe. I think that's a good idea. I think that's a really, really good idea. Because at the root core of it is jealousy and envy, and the people in your life that might really struggle with, addictions and whatnot might not realize that that's really where it's coming from. So working on those issues with them or bringing that to their attention might help a lot. Okay, OG, where'd you go? I'm just gonna call you OG if that's cool. Let's see. Where's OG? OG, why do you want a session? Why do you want a past life session? Oh, there we go. There they are. Get some water while you type it up. Oh, from San Pedro. You guys, oh, you're my neighbor. That's really close by. Let's see. I had a crazy experience with a person this year that turned spooky and traumatic. Oh God, I'm sorry. Also, some ancestral clearing insights would be helpful. Okay. So basically you want to kind of understand the purpose of what, why that person, why things, sorry, where are my words? Why it turns so crazy with that person and if it's past life related. And if anything wants to come through ancestrally. Okay. And okay. I'm gonna use your word specifically, turn spooky and traumatic. Jeez, I'm so sorry. Okay. All right. Let's see what I can get with this. Please bring forth any past lives that need to be highlighted for this person where things turn sour for OG and any ancestral clearing that needs to take place. Oh, they started showing me a lot when it came to ancestral, so I kind of want to do that one last. Let's focus on this person first. Focusing on this individual. Why do things turn with this individual if it's past life related? I just heard quiet storm. So I'm just going to, the way this works, guys, for those who are new, I just like to sit with it first and see whatever comes out. Whatever comes out, I'm just going to just tell you. But I just heard quiet storm with that. I feel like this person, is it anger? I'm just feeling a lot of repressed rage. Do these two have a connection in a past life? Yes. Okay. Is it important? Okay. Honestly, they're telling me it's not important because you've pretty much worked through it already. But I'm gonna sit with it and see what else they give me. There's also, they're telling me something about books. I don't know if this is current life or from that life, but there's something about books. Book or books. I'm just seeing like a lot of books on a table, and it's just like almost constant reading or studying. I don't know if you're a student or they were a student. Um, this could also be connected to the past life. Constant researching, thirst for just information. Um, mm, oh, I kind of don't like this energy. I feel like this person that we were dealing with has a lot of repressed rage, and you might not have picked up on that right away. But they're big on research. I wouldn't be surprised if they're Scorpio, to be honest with you. Yeah, I just keep getting, I need to know more, 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 I need to know more. Yeah, I just feel like this person has a lot of repressed rage, and I do feel like they don't have how do I say this? They don't know boundaries. They don't have a concept of boundaries, and I feel a lot of possessiveness with that. And very sensitive. Oh, that's interesting. That just came in. Very sensitive. Very, very highly sensitive. Very sensitive to like criticism, or like very sensitive to words, like to the way that people speak to them. I think they take things the wrong way very easily. Yeah, honestly, it really just seems like this person has a lot of things they need to sort out with themselves, and there might even be a little touch of mental illness there. Um, but that repressed rage does not help them. But they're being very clear with me that uh, you've pretty much worked through what you had to work through with that person for yourself. They've got a lot of learning to do. They've got a lot of stuff they still have to work through. Um, so that's best to just kind of leave it behind, because you are done with it, is what they're telling me. You are done with it. You've learned what you have to learn from that situation. So OG is still here. Let's see. Yes. Let's see. I have. Thank you. Okay, good. Okay. And sometimes that happens. Like, I think in the first session I did get blocked on something. Oh, actually, oh no, now I remember. I got blocked on something that someone was asking me because they actually weren't ready to hear it. So it was almost kind of the opposite. They had stuff to work through to get to that other thing. So let's focus on your ancestral clearing that came in. Let me go back into that. Okay. Any ancestral clearing or any past lives that need to be highlighted for ancestral clearing for OG? They're showing me a lot of different deaths, to be honest with you. It was very quick. It was like one after the other, after the other, after the other. And it all seems like it's around, how do I say this? Like definite attacks. Like they're not normal deaths. Yeah, that's what it is. They're not normal deaths. Like violent attacks or violent murders. That's what they're showing me. A lot around the throat, or a lot involving the throat needs to be cleared out. And that's a lot of throat chakra work. Actually, now I'm flashing back to a conversation I had with Adriana. I don't know if Adriana's still here. She can definitely, she's got a lot of information on stuff like that when it comes to ancestral clearing. But let me see what else I can pick up here. And oh yeah, okay. This is definitely something me and Adriana talk to each other a lot about, because the deaths they're showing me are mostly females. They're mostly females. A lot of deaths involving the throat, whether it's slitting, uh, strangulation, or even hanging, which I guess is technically the same thing. Oh, I did see an interesting one from the back, through the chest. Oh, just as I said that, it got a little hard to breathe. Through the chest. This person, I think, suffered a collapsed lung in the process. They're showing me a lot of okay, this is all about feminine wounding for sure within your family. All centered around the heart space and communication that needs to be healed and needs to be cleared out. Hold on, is Adriana in here? Let's see if she's still here. She might not be, because I know we've been in here for a long time, and I know she's a busy girl. All right, so, oh, she is here. Oh, okay. Hi, girl, hi. You and I need to talk again soon. So Adriana can also tell you a lot about this, and probably more so than I can, but that's definitely something me and her have talked about, where it's a lot of wounding for the feminine in past lives, where there's a lot of trauma to the throat or even the chest area, and that affects the heart space. That also affects communication quite a bit. So I don't know if that's an issue in your family of maybe women not being able to speak their truth very well, or having issues with that, or even just having respiratory issues on top of it. But I did also get damage to the heart space quite a bit there, and I do think that has followed in line with ancestral trauma, is what I would describe that as, because they showed me a lot of different deaths, a lot of different ones. But that's what I was picking up on that kind of needs to be worked on. Excuse me, as I get some water. So with that, I would just start with yourself first and foremost, like start working on your heart space and your throat chakra and your communication and speaking your truth. I would start with you first, and then, hold on, see, I have dreams of being shot in the back. Oh my God, okay. Because the last one that I saw with the heart space, I saw a puncture. It was like a big puncture through the back, but it was on the left side, and I felt like that resulted in a collapsed lung. Hold on a second. Okay, anyway. What was I saying? But anyway, so start with your healing first, and then I do encourage you to reach out to your family members, specifically feminine energies, right? Because it's like, you can have men in your family who are very, very, stuck in their feminine energies as well, and try to encourage them to kind of speak their truth. Just try to talk to them about certain traumas they've experienced in this life, because getting people to talk about their traumas and their healing does allow for a lot of that to kind of just start the healing process. And the fact that you do it for yourself will also affect your family as well. I don't know if Adriana, if you feel comfortable talking any more about that, or any other tips that you might have for OG light warrior. Oh, there she goes. Lots of wounded women. Okay. Okay. But yeah, that's what I was picking up with what needs to be cleared up ancestrally. So I hope that was helpful. Do you have any other questions or anything, OG? Let's see, journaling, singing helps so much. Oh, that's good advice. That's really good advice. Okay. And throat when we sing and engages heart chakra too. Adriana, that's so funny you say that. Sorry, not to be all like, going off tangent for a little bit. I have to sing like every day. It makes me insane if I don't. That is so crazy. I've been like that since I was a kid. Now I'm wondering if maybe that's part of it. Wow. No, that's good. I love that advice. That's good advice. Let's see. Tiana, sending you good vibes. Megan, I love singing too. Yeah, I mean, it feels good too, right? It just feels good. Okay, so OG, I'm glad I could help. And thank you again for allowing us to kind of share that with you. All right, so let's move on to the third session. Remember, no repeats in the numbers here. Any throat and heart chakra work, and right now, good to know. have to listen to music too. Love singing. Oh, I love how you're like, yeah, singing. Let's see. Actually, I probably should sing too. Might help with some of my throat chakra stuff today. Okay. All right. Session number 3. Are you guys ready? 1 to 100. We've already had 83 and 67, so those numbers aren't coming up. Okay. Oh, wow, that was quick. Oh, shoot, I just had it. Hold on. Someone got it really quick. Karina Gonzalez. There you go, with number 51. That was super quick, guys. Okay. Let's see. Good work. Let's see. Uva say hi. Just wanted to say hi. Hello. All right, Karina. Where'd she go? Okay, there. Oh my God. Okay, Karina. So why do you want to look into your past lives? We're getting better at this. You know, it's funny. I find with every session I've done, like towards the end, people get way faster choosing the numbers. I think because we're just like all tapped into each other by you know, the more time that passes, right? Let's see. Karina, you mind reader. One time Danny got it and he was like the third person to guess. And I was like, Danny, what the hell? Let's see. My chat is about a minute faster than my video. Oh, maybe refreshing it. Let's see. Just waiting for Karina to respond. I don't know why all of a sudden I'm getting like a royalty vibe. I don't know why I'm picking up on that. Or like higher class. I know Karina hasn't even said anything yet. And I'm like, I don't know what I'm picking up here, but this is what I'm picking up. Karina. Let's see. To see what traumas might be affecting me in this life. I have a very dysfunctional family. Okay. Okay. All right. Current trauma. Let's see. Traumas and dysfunctional family. Okay. Okay. All right, Karina. Let's see what we get with this. It's so funny. I was just about to get into the energy, and my guides were like, "You better pull out the past life deck." So I still want to sit in this for a little bit before I pull out this deck, but they're telling me to, so I will. But I want to sit with this for a bit. Please bring forth any past lives that need to be highlighted for Karina at this time regarding family issues or any past traumas. They keep giving me this royalty vibe. That's so funny. They were giving me that like right away before you even said anything. A lot of restriction, a lot of sense of restriction. This is okay, this is kind of sad. Whatever I'm picking up on, I do feel like in this life that they were trying to highlight really quickly for you that you need to pay attention to is all centered around loneliness and restriction. I think you were from a very high class family, could even be seen as a royal kind of status. I want to say higher class though, but I feel like you were kind of kept away a lot. I feel like you were inside a lot, you were alone a lot for whatever reason or another. I just get this sense like I'm actually seeing a room where you're just like kind of looking out a window like all the time. You're definitely a female in this life. Most definitely. I can't tell where. You were very light-skinned, dark hair. You were very short. Very, very, what's the what's the word for this? We'll say voluptuous. We'll say voluptuous. You were a woman of size. We'll say it that way. You were a woman of size. Yeah, you were left alone a lot. You had Yeah, I almost get the feeling you didn't even go outside that much. And if you did go outside, it was like within the confines of your living space. This is so crazy. Sorry, I'm getting a lot of flashes now. You found a lot of solace in plants that gave you a lot of comfort. Oh man, this is making me sad. I think I'm just picking up on, I think you were very depressed, honestly. I think you were very depressed in this life. It's just such a lack of human contact, and even the human contact you received, it was from like your family, or like I guess I don't like the word help, but I guess that's what it would be. It was very limited, and even then it was very cold. Anytime you could spend time with plants, you would. Um, so I pick up on anything else here. Something about being spoken to. Um, oh, this is a phrase I know we've all heard, but they're highlighting it for this life that I'm picking up with you. You can't speak unless spoken to. You also found that very restrictive. Just saying if anything else wants to come through. They really want to highlight that for you. I think if you, I don't know your personal story in this life, Karina, but if you struggle with any of these issues of like loneliness or feeling restricted or even just outright depression, there's a lot of unresolved stuff there. Oh, I don't know if you heard cat, like Clyde just started meowing like crazy after I said that. And I don't know if you do work with plants or not, or if you garden, but it might be a good idea to. Let's see, where does she go? I have siblings and I'm not really close to my family members except my brother who passed. Oh, I'm so sorry. That's my current physical description. Oh, it is? Oh, that's so funny. That's funny. Oh, Danny's here. Hey, Danny. Karina, do you garden at all? Or do you work with plants at all? Let's see. Where'd Karina go? Yeah, I'm so sorry about your brother. I'm so sorry. I started to buy orchids and I was looking into plants recently. Oh my God, that's so funny. Okay, good. Continue that. I think that's going to make you feel just really good. Even if you don't feel, even if you feel good already, it's just something that you found happiness before in, your soul found happiness in before. And I think that will also help heal quite a bit from that life that I was picking up on. You were definitely privileged. You were definitely privileged. Oh, this is making more sense. I think you were isolated a lot because you were privileged, but I do think that maybe there was a period of being a widow as well. That might have been part of it. I know that that's very typical in a lot of cultures where if you become widowed back in the day, that you actually like were kind of just, you had to go through all these phases of being kind of away from society for long periods of time. That might have been for part of it, but either way, like that was a part of your life and being privileged and what that meant to be. But yeah, plants were very important to you. So I think you should definitely keep going with that route. Yeah. And if you ever start feeling restricted or just feeling like, like you were saying with your family, you don't feel very understood, or like you don't, like you're not really close to them, you don't really like talking to them, that's totally okay. It's like the families we have in this life, like they're not usually our soul fam, right? Oh. They're not they're not usually our soul fam. More often, excuse me, than not, I find that families, our actual families, are really just meant to teach us a lot about ourselves. Um, I don't know if you like to hike or anything, or I don't know like where you live, but I feel like Sierra Club might be actually very beneficial for you too. You might have a lot of fun there with people from Sierra Club. They keep telling me like plants and vegetation, nature. It's like that I think is going to just be healing a lot of past life stuff from that life that they were showing me. Um, let's see, I don't speak to my father either. Don't feel bad, Karina. Yeah, yeah, don't feel bad if you don't connect with your family like that. I don't. I certainly don't connect to my family like that. Most of them anyway. Um, but definitely try to throw yourself into gardening as much as possible. I think it's going to heal a lot of that stuff from that life. And it might even make you feel a little bit more comfortable of not being so close to your family as well. But I'm still going to pull cards because they asked me to. They did ask me to. So this deck, it's so funny, Adriana. So this is the past life deck. If Adriana's still here. I love to hike and camp. I go to Griffith Park. Oh, you're here in LA. Oh, yearly, and I like to go to Lake Isabella. Okay, definitely do Sierra Club. Definitely. I think you're going to find a lot of great people there that really jive well with you. Definitely check out Sierra Club. That's so cool, Karina. That's so cool. Do you ever go up to Big Bear? There's a really awesome campsite up there that I like called Serrano Campground. You might really enjoy it. Anyway, blah, blah, blah. So this deck, it's funny because when I first saw this deck, it's the Past Life deck by Doreen Virtue. I debated about getting it because it's very expensive. And then I was putting it off. And one day Adriana and I were talking and she's like, they told me that you should get a Past Life deck. There's a Past Life deck. Oh, there she is. Yeah, I got it. I did. I was like, okay. I'll spend the money and I'll get it. It's an interesting deck, but I'll be honest, it could definitely be improved upon. Most definitely. But they wanted me to use it for you, Karina. So let's just see what comes out. So let's just see what comes out and see what happens. Okay. But it is very expensive, so I'm very careful with this deck. I don't use it too often. And they don't print them anymore. So let's see, Danny. Dude, I've dropped so much on Doreen's decks lately. Oh, no. You know what? Honestly, I'm not throwing shade. Every reader likes decks in a different way. I don't love her decks. This one and Romance Angels are probably the only two I really like. I gotta be honest there. I gotta be honest. But that could just be me. That could just be me. She is Doreen Virtue. You know, she's got a lot of interesting decks out there for different people. All right. All right, Spirit. What needs to come through for Karina regarding past life information or anything you want her to know? What needs to come through for Karina? Any messages or any past life information that needs to come through for Karina? Karina, does your family criticize a lot? Like if you were to just distance yourself, would they try to like cause drama from it? Because I actually heard be brave. I heard be brave. Let's see if she's in here. I don't even want to use it. Danny, you're funny. Let's see. They can't stand me. Okay. Because when they said be brave, I was like, oh, I wonder if she's worried about drama or backlash. Okay. They're basically saying do what you got to do and be brave about it. They're always going to talk. Karina, they're always going to talk, especially, and you know, that's one of the reasons they can't stand you because you're just who you are and you're genuine. You don't put up fronts and you're not superficial. And they can't stand that because they don't know how to be like that. So they're always going to be like that. But you got to take care of you too. Okay. Any other information or past life information needs to come out for Karina. Anything else you want Karina to know or any past life information that needs to come out? Let's see here. Oh, okay. We've got wars and battles. feel like that's really just about you and your family. I don't feel like that life I picked up on, there was a war or battle at play. I don't feel that way at all. If anything, I feel like it's just your internal conflict of what to do about your family. It's really just about recognizing that it's okay to separate yourself if you have to. Oh, interesting. Farm. As we were picking up on plants. I love that. Oh, I love that. Yeah, Karina. I'm not saying you need to go and be a farmer. I'm not saying that. But this is definitely about cultivation. Cultivation with plants and vegetation. Definitely try to start your own garden if you can. Most definitely try to start your own garden if you can, okay? Let's see what else we got here. Oh, spirituality and religion. I want to pull clarifiers on that. I don't usually like to recommend stuff that what I'm about to say. I don't usually like to recommend to people because the way it sounds can be off-putting to people sometimes. So there's a term called a kitchen witch. I'm not telling you to become a kitchen witch. I'm not telling you to practice witchcraft. I'm not telling you to do any of that. But there is a connection you have with plants that goes down to a spiritual level. Okay. I wouldn't be surprised if you can create some really amazing like salves or even recipes that could actually be very healing for people or for yourself. Oh, okay, that's more of the healing with plants that I was picking up on too. Yeah, the more you get into working with plants or even starting your own garden or just putting yourself out in nature more, it's going to be very healing for you on a spiritual level because of the past life we talked about and some of your own conflictions you have about family that stem from that past life. But I'm also thinking really strongly that if you start to learn more about plants and plant medicine, thank you, that's the word, plant medicine specifically, that might add a very interesting little layer to your life. And let's see, I'm in the medicine field. Oh, that's so cool. That's so cool. Honestly, Karina, I feel like that's going to open doors for you. I feel like it's going to open some really interesting doors for you. And it's going to lead you to more people who are like you. Okay, who are part of your soul tribe, okay? Any other messages for Karina or any other past life information? Oh, that's really interesting. Celtic just came up. So this is one of the issues I have with this deck. I'm just going to say it. Just a little review on this deck. They have little references like this, like very specific. And then they have some that like are super, super broad. So with Celtic, I mean, we all know that's more of like the like European-based kind of traditional practices of spirituality or religions and what have you. I don't feel like this is the past life I picked up on, like at all. I really don't feel like it is. But there might be something in there in the folklore that might speak to you or resonate with you on some level. I really don't feel like this is a past life that you had. I don't know what your descent is in this life. But I feel like that's just what it's alluding to start kind of looking into other practices of spirituality and other religions, because you might find concepts there that might resonate with you, even if you don't resonate with the culture or the religion itself, if that makes any sense. Like, for example, I work a lot with my ancestors, but I'm also very mixy. So I've got ancestors from all kinds of different stuff. But because of that, I've studied a lot of different disciplines and a lot of different religions and a lot of different cultures, even if they weren't my own. And I have found that things in those cultures that might not necessarily be mine do resonate with me. And I take that as like kind of just learning, like, you know, stuff that I've learned along the way, educational things that I can implement in my own day to day, even if it's not part of my initial religion or ethnic background or culture. So you might want to just start looking into different practices and just see what kind of screams at you, especially when it comes to plant medicine, because plants are plants. They don't care where they grow. You know what I mean? Plants are plants. And so you might find a lot more information on different plants that you might want to work with or want to cultivate. I do feel very strongly that you can work in plant medicine. And I think that's just gonna be really, really fitting for you. Okay. Let's see, Danny. Ew. What's the ew? I do want to look at spirituality though, and then we'll move on to the next person. Okay. Yeah. Let's use Rider-Waite for this one. Stay. No, actually, Lenormand. My new favorite deck. Okay. Talk about spirituality and religion for Karina. Oh, I didn't even load. Oh my God. I didn't even notice it was at the bottom. Lessons and blessings. Wow. Yeah, definitely work with, definitely start working with plants more closely, plant medicine, just to heal that past life stuff and to start breaking away from your family in the fashion that you need to. And start looking into other disciplines and cultures and practices and other plants that might not grow native to where you are, plants you haven't looked up before, okay? So under spirituality and religion, we do have the letter, communication. So I like that. I do also feel more learning with that, especially with the book and the picture here. So more about spirituality and religion. Oh, nice. And then there's the female. There's the female. Yeah, I feel like this is just about learning. Oh, healing. I like that. Healing. This is the star. 6 of Cups energy. Yeah, this is about expanding your knowledge base of spirituality. And now we have the key. Sorry, I don't know if you guys can see that. 8 of Pentacles. 8 of Pentacles is a work card or a card of study. A card of study here. Especially with the star card and the key. It's also about unlocking destiny. Let's see. I got into meditating and prayer this year. I released control to the ether and let the universe give me what I need and not what I want. Working on patience as well. Oh, good, good, good. I mean, Karina, I'm really glad that you've been on that journey. It's not easy to start, so I'm glad. Let's see what else we have here. Tell me more about spirituality and religion. Okay. Overall. Oh, this is funny. Oh, look. Communication with the psychic. Sorry, that's funny. That's just exactly what that is. It's communication with the psychic. It's also telepathy, and it's also downloads and talking to your guides as well, okay? So the further you go down this rabbit hole, I think you might surprise yourself in what you'll actually be able to do as far as communicating with guides or even other light workers, and your telepathy with people might also be very increased the further you go down on your spiritual journey here. But either way, it's leading you to where you need to be. Quite literally, leading you exactly where you need to be. Adriana, I'm getting something about nature, plants, and the Ogham alphabet, kind of like tree divination connected to the Celtic peoples. Oh, okay. Thank you, Adriana. Adriana, I'm so glad that you're in here, as well as like Danny and Brooke. It's really cool to have you guys in here with everybody. It's because you guys also add a lot more perspective, like outside of myself, and it's always good to have different perspectives, and you also get different information when you have light workers working together. No, I'm glad you said that. So, Karina, we picked up on a lot of cool information for you, and I hope that a lot of it has been helpful. Based off of what you've heard, like, do you have any other questions for any of us? Adriana's a G. I know, Adriana's amazing. She's amazing. Let's see. I love that though. Yeah, Karina, I'm sorry, I sound like such a broken record, but you know how they are when they keep giving messages. I really feel strongly you need to start looking at other disciplines, like what Adriana was saying, or what she picked up for you. Any other questions, Karina? Just want to make sure. Oh, Adriana, you're so cute. Just waiting. But yeah, guys, this is an interesting deck, but you know, I don't know. It's a lot of money. Totally not what I expected. It was beautiful. Thank you so much. I love you. No further questions. Okay. All right, good. I'm glad that we were able to help. I know it's definitely, it's fun. It's funny what comes out sometimes for people. Sometimes it gets crazy like that. Sometimes it's something super minor. So let's see here. Let's see, Danny, can I play the number game and give my guess away if I win? Danny, you're funny. All right. I'll take your number. Thank you to everyone as well. You can play the number game if you want, Danny. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. All right, guys. So we got 2 more sessions. 2 more sessions. Oh my God, hour and a half. 2 more sessions. You guys ready? Again, no repeats. We've already had 83, 67, and 51. So those are no-goes now. Oop. Oh, Brooke, you were close. You were one off. Oh, Stephanie J, you got it with 32. I'm gonna double check, but that was pretty quick. I fell. Let's see. I fell. I feel. Just want to make sure. Yeah, Stephanie, it was you. It was you with 32. You guys are getting good. Brooke, you were so close. You were so close. I have no idea what is happening. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, so if you arrived late, the way this works is I already have 5 pre-picked numbers. We do 5 sessions. And then for each session, it's basically a lottery system. So whoever guesses that number first gets to have a session. And I don't repeat the numbers, so, but they're already pre-picked. So Stephanie J, you got the 4th slot, and then we have 1 slot after this. And I'll say the numbers again that have already been chosen so you know not to pick those numbers. We've already had 83. We've already had 67. We've already had 51. And Stephanie J guessed it with 32. And then we have 1 more slot after her. Okay? Okay. Stephanie, why do you want to have a session? Oh no, are you guys having delays? Try restarting it. Try refreshing it. Try refreshing it. Sorry guys, I know it's a bummer when that happens. Oh, Clyde. Okay, Clyde's freaking out. I'm gonna let him in real quick. Come on. Oh, mister, it's okay. All right, Stephanie J. I don't have the best relationship with my father. I get on very well with my son, brother, and cousin that I believe are my soul tribe. Everyone else is hard. I just could use insight. Oh, okay, okay. So not your father, but with your son and your brother and your cousin. Okay. Oh, goodness. Okay. I'm having some skips, but haven't had to restart thus far. Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys, if it's delaying with you guys. Try exiting out and then coming back in. I'm gonna have to take a few minutes anyway for Stephanie J and see what I get for Stephanie. Excuse me. I'm actually hearing the word trial before I even get started. I'm hearing the word trial. But let's go ahead and let me get tapped into this. Please highlight any past lives that need to come forward regarding Stephanie's relationship with her father. Hold on. I'm sorry, guys. Clyde, if you can't behave, you can't be in here. All right. Sorry, Stephanie. Thought he could behave. He can't. Okay. I'm picking up on something really dark, to be honest with you. I want to make sure I can pinpoint it before I talk about it. Stephanie, is your mother living? We're just. Oh, am I delayed now? Oh shit. Hold on. She is. Okay. Okay. God, I like what I'm picking up on is just very dark, and it's just like, and I know this happens with past life stuff. It just feels really dark. I feel like there was a trial, and I gotta be honest, I pick up on someone's death in this life. This is all stuff I'm picking up from the past life, nothing current. But it's regarding what you've been feeling regarding your family, um, and with your and regarding your parents as well, specifically. Someone's demise was blamed on someone, and I do believe that they suffered. Was it just prison, or was it worse than that? Yeah, okay. I honestly feel really strongly in the life that I'm picking up for you. The mother you had in that life, I don't feel is your mother now, but because that's I felt compelled to ask you if she was still alive or not, because I feel like your mother's energy is very removed from this past life. Your current mother, I know I don't want to be confusing. Your current mother in this life is very removed from the event that happened in this past life. So I was wondering if she was the victim. Whoever your mother was in this past life I'm picking up on, uh, suffered a very traumatic death, and a male in your family was blamed for it. And it basically it you were female in this life. You were female in this life, and it really tore you apart. Because because you knew this person did it. But of course, there's a lot of conflict with everyone involved. I feel like this was like, is this late 1600s, late 1600s? Yeah, I'm picking up late 1600s with this. I can't tell what country this is, but late 1600s. Um, I keep hearing it was an accident, but I actually don't think it was. The person who was accused was executed for it. I want to pull cards on this because this feels really heavy. Yeah, I keep hearing accident. Like someone's like yelling it was an accident. There's trauma to the face. Mm-mm. I feel like your mother in this life was very removed from that event. Very removed from that event. Um, but you were someone who basically had to suffer the aftermath of this event. You were definitely you weren't the victim and you weren't the perpetrator. It's just you literally had to suffer with what had actually happened with your family here. But it was specifically the mother was the victim in this life. Tell me who the mother is in this life. Male. It's a male. Whoever the victim was in that life is a male in this life, but they're showing me them as a little boy. I don't think they're a little boy now, but they're showing me this person as a little boy. Um, They might be kind of stunted at a certain age in this life. That's interesting that they're showing me this. They might be stunted at a certain age in this life. Looks like 6 or 5, like 5 or 6. Are they living? Are they actually alive in this life right now? Yes, they are. Okay, they are. Whoever was the victim in that life is alive now, but they're kind of stunted at a certain age, and I feel like it's emotional. They're emotionally stunted. I got the age of about 5 or 6. So this is interesting because it's kind of like connecting traumas. So whatever happened to them in this life, is it connected to that life or is it just more trauma? Sorry, I'm talking to them. Related. Trust. Okay. I'm actually getting a lot of anxiety. A lot of anxiety. Um, they're not telling me what happened to them at like 5 or 6. They're not telling me. I just know there's a lot of fear and anxiety around it, and it kept them emotionally stunted. A lot of masculine energies were involved in this past life. A lot of masculine energies. I feel like after the God, I don't want to say murder. I don't like that word, but it is what it is. Um, you were the only feminine energy around. I think that put a lot of pressure on you. It put a lot of pressure on you, and you already had enough stress from grieving. I feel like you left. Okay, this is interesting. I'm getting downloads. Sorry. I love staying in this kind of energy because you just get more and more information. Um, I felt like you couldn't handle the aftermath of what had happened, and I feel like you left. You couldn't find peace anymore. You had to leave. And I don't think you regretted leaving, but that pain never really went away. Yeah, that pain never really went away. Okay. Where are we at, Stephanie? Let's see. Okay. All right. So, Stephanie, I kind of want to pull cards on this to get more information because that was a lot of stuff that just came out, a lot of stuff that just came through. Um, I hope that some of this stuff resonated with you. Um, how are you feeling so far before I go ahead and pull cards? Let's see. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Stephanie. Are you doing okay? Okay. It's okay. If you're wanting to cry, you just need to purge some of that pain. That's all that is. You just need to purge some of that pain. In the past life that I picked up on, And if you ever need to stop because it's too much, you just got to tell me and we'll stop. I know sometimes doing this past life stuff can get really, really intense. In this past life, when you left, you had to. You had to. Yes, I'm fine. That's just very insightful. Okay. When you left, you had to leave. You had to. There was no way you were going to find peace staying there. I felt it in my heart chakra. Okay. It's heavy. It's really heavy stuff. Like when I started tapping into it, I was like, uh-oh. I was like, oh, we're going to a little bit of a dark place here. You did what you had to do, and you did keep that pain with you because I think you felt guilty. I think you did feel guilty, but at the same time, you had to leave because it was so painful to stay. And there was no way you were going to find peace if you stayed. So it's just about working through those feelings and not feeling guilty about it. And as far as running away in this life, I think it's because you did run in that life and you never really found, how do I say this? Even though you did what you had to do, you still felt bad about it. You still felt bad about it. And because you allowed yourself to feel bad about it, it's that energy still stayed with you in this life. And there's nothing wrong with having to take care of ourselves. In that life, you had a lot of pressure placed on you out of a very traumatic event. Okay? Out of a very traumatic event. And that wasn't necessarily fair. And you just took care of yourself because that's all you could do. Okay? So when it comes to the stuff in this life, when you start feeling that pressure, or you start feeling like I just can't handle this, or too many people are expecting too much out of me, I don't know if that's what brings on your feelings of wanting to run or wanting to just I just can't. But if anything becomes too much, it's too much, and that's okay. All right. Oh my God, yes. Okay. Do you suffer from anxiety? I'm the middle child and the responsible one. Okay. Yeah. So it's about working through those issues of not feeling like you're not obligated to take care of other people unless you're taking care of yourself first. Okay. And I think that does bring on a lot of anxiety. And so it's also about addressing your issues. Sorry, let me start organizing all of these right here. Okay. So we've got the anxiety. We've got the pressure of taking care of others, which you always got to put yourself first. Always. Always. Okay. No matter what other people are doing. Okay. Always put yourself first. Just want to organize my thoughts here. Always put yourself first. This anxiety. I feel like you're a meditator. Let's see. Yes, it's difficult because I'm a single mom. Okay, full-time student, and others rely on me financially and emotionally. Ellen, I know that's hard. It's like when you have to raise a family and you're also like a full-time student, that's crazy. That's a lot of responsibility, and it can be a lot. It's really important to take those little moments too for yourself to keep the anxiety down. Even if you just like do little tactics of just counting and breathing, which is essentially just meditating. Right, to help dissipate your anxiety, and also checking yourself of what is triggering it for you. And if you have people outside of your children, essentially, people who try to ask more of you when they really can do things for themselves, it's okay to remind them that. It's okay to be like, you're an adult, you've got a life, I've got a life, and other lives that are dependent on me that I have to take care of. It's okay to tell people no without running away. Wait, WaterBaby, you're left-handed. Look at this genius on your hands. Oh, I'm actually ambi. It's just a mirror thing, mirror camera. I'm actually ambi though. So Stephanie, I think it's really important to do a lot of self-care when you can and try to do it a little bit every day. And I know it's hard, like, because you got a lot going on. I know it's really hard, but sometimes when the anxiety gets too much, it's like you said, right? It's like you just want to run. It's really important to check ourselves to be like, okay, I don't have to necessarily run. I just have to tell people no. I just have to tell people, no, I can't do it, or you need to do it. Or if you want me to do it, I can't get to it until X number of whatever, until I've done this and that for myself or for my children. You know, it's really important to taking those steps to checking yourself here. Actually, I also have the Soul's Journey deck out here, so let's pull this out for more advice for you. But hopefully what I've said has been very helpful so far. Before we pull any other advice, how do you feel after talking it out a little bit? Just want to show you self-esteem just came out. I wasn't really focusing on it just yet, but I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. Yes, ma'am, I've been placing boundaries with others. Good, 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 good. Yeah, no is a very empowering word. I've come to find. But let's see what else the Soul's Journey deck has to say for you, okay? I feel heard for once. Oh, Stephanie. Okay, good. I know that feeling too. I know that feeling too. Yeah, it's totally okay to say no to people. It's okay to take those. Actually, you know what I used to do? So I used to work in a very hostile work environment. I used to work in accounting. Oh my God. By the way, any of you who have office jobs and you don't really like accounting, accounting gets a lot of shit, guys. Accounting gets a lot of shit. Let me just tell you, they get a lot of shit. Anyway, so I used to work in a very hostile work environment, and it used to make my anxiety go up every single day when I go to work. And I'd like have panic attacks and stuff too. So I just learned to do these like 5-10 minute vacations. I work in accounting. Oh my God. So you know how it is, how people can be towards accounting. So I would do these 5-10 minute vacations every day, where I would literally just sit and put on a little like beach video on YouTube, and I'd put my headphones in and I would literally just pretend like I was on a beach in Hawaii for like 5 or 10 minutes. And if any of you are good at astraling, it's actually kind of an amazing technique to kind of work that astral part of you. Anyway, so it's important to do that. Take your little 5-10 minute vacations every day. Make sure you schedule you time. Like take a part of the day, even if it's only 5 or 10 minutes, that's just for you and nobody else, where you can allow your mind to rest. And even if you have to tell yourself, this is me time, no responsibility for this 10-15 minutes or whatever it is, that I think will also benefit you a lot. And I'm really happy that you've been setting boundaries with people, okay? All right, so let's see what else we got here. Any advice for Stephanie? Any advice for Stephanie or anything? Oh, that's a lot. We'll take it, but that's a lot. Oh, I like it. Balance. I really like that. Balance. I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. I love this. Yeah, don't let anyone make you feel bad for shit. Like, don't let anyone make you feel bad for taking care of you, taking your little 5, 10 minute, 15 minute vacations, whatever they are, and putting you and your kids first or whatever. Don't let anyone make you feel bad about doing that. Okay. That's going to help really reduce your anxiety quite a bit and be a lot less stressed and also just a lot more empowered. And now we have doubt. I release the need to know all the answers. Oh, that's really interesting. I'm surprised this one came out. Let's see. That's perfect. Oh, yeah, this one is like, that one's absolutely perfect. I'm surprised doubt came out here. I release the need to know all the answers. I feel like that screams more about control. Sometimes anxiety can go hand in hand with needing to control certain situations because of issues with anxiety. Stephanie, when it comes to, do you feel the need to kind of need to have some control sometimes, or maybe more than just sometimes? I mean, taking control, actually, I guess empowering yourself and taking control of your boundaries and taking control of what people expect of you is really important here. But yeah, I don't feel like doubt is the best word for this. I really don't feel like doubt's the best word for you. I'm not resonating with that for you, like whatsoever. I feel like that's just more about taking control of your boundaries here. Okay. I'm also hearing guilt. Yeah, don't feel guilty. Just don't feel guilty. Oh, I like this. Okay, these two are really nice. I like these two. So we have courage. I find the inner strength to face the fear with confidence and abundance. I'm a limitless being and I can manifest whatever I desire in my physical reality. I like this. Adriana, I never thought of that. Thanks for sharing. I'm going to be on the beach sipping on margaritas now. Oh my God. Those little 5-minute, 10-minute vacations saved me during those years. Those were some rough years. But I really like these two that came out for you, Stephanie. I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. Anxiety is fear. That's exactly what it is. So you can, I feel like you're going to feel a lot. I already feel like you feel lighter actually after this conversation. Like I feel like your energy is a lot lighter already based on everything that we've talked about here. And it's also going to allow you to create more in your life as well. Like more things that just bring you more peace, more things that bring you less anxiety. Okay. So I'm really happy that you were able to do this session with me. Let's see, Brooke, beautiful reading. Y'all drop a like and show some love. Oh, thank you, Brooke. Adriana, you're so funny. For me, it was always tequila. Anyway. So Stephanie, I do. Okay, good. All right. So Stephanie, do you have any other questions? I know we kind of went into like quite a bit there. You have no idea. I'm so glad for this community. Oh, okay. Good, Stephanie. Good. I'm glad that you feel lighter because I know stuff like that. It can be a lot. It can be a lot. But any other questions before we move on to the last session? Now I'm hearing that Dan and Shay song Tequila, actually. Now I'm hearing it in my head. Let's see. No further questions. Thank you for your help and assistance. Oh, okay. Kisses and hugs too. Right back at you. Okay, guys. You ready for this last session here? So the numbers we've had so far before we get started, 83, 67, 51, and 32. Those will not be repeated. I feel light as a feather. Ah! All right, good. Last slot. Wait, I just bought that deck for $44. You did? 44? Danny, that sounds like a lot. We'll talk later. We'll talk later. Okay. Oh, Metasela, you were so close. You're off by 1. Oh, Olive. Olive, you got it with the number 12. So you guys got a lot faster. You guys got a lot faster at this. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I saw a lot of 12s come in after, but she was first. Sorry. Oh, Adriana, I'm sorry. Okay. Okay, Olive. Why do you want to have a past life session? Sorry, Clyde, you can't behave. Oh, Andrea, I think might be lagged. Yeah, I think Christopher mine, I think it was only like 20 some. Let's see. On Amazon. Let's see. My family has a lot of anger problems. I've had to heal it a lot myself. I used to hit myself when I was mad and frustrated. It took me a while to work through, but I see this in my little niece now. Oh no, my father, brother, and sister have anger issues. Oh boy. Okay. Okie dokie. All right. So anger issues here. Mm, mm. So some of this definitely connects to past life for sure, or past lives is what they're telling me, past lives. But I am not okay. Sorry, with what they're telling me, I get a little put off when they tell me stuff like this. So I am not a professional doctor, psychologist. I study a lot, but I am not a certified doctor of any kind here. But they're actually really telling me that there needs to be a family therapist involved in this. That's what they're telling me. I am not, like I said, I'm not a psychologist. I'm not a doctor. I do not know from my personal opinion. But that is what they're telling me very adamantly, that it's not just going to be through energetic healing. It's not going to be something that's just going to be resolved within the family. There needs to be a professional kind of mediator, assistance involved in this, to help with the wider issue at hand. With the wider dynamic is really what it is. It's the wider dynamic because it goes beyond just one person. But definitely they're confirming for me that this does go back to other past lives. Okay. So that being said, we're still going to do a session, of course. But I just want to make sure that you know that that's what they were telling me. My dad manipulated our family therapist and it ruined our childhood. Okay. He's a narc. And now no one wants therapy in my family. Oh, Olive, I'm so sorry. So before we get into this, when it comes to narcs, obviously I don't know all the details about your father, like specifics, and I've never met the man. But it does sound like he is a very true blue narcissist. There's a spectrum. I believe there's a spectrum anyway, based off of my experience. And the hardest part when it comes to narcissists, especially when it comes to therapy, is that it's really hard for a narc to get help because they don't ever think something's actually wrong with them. So how can you, admit to having an issue if you think there's something wrong with you? And the fact that you've mentioned that he is very much a manipulator, I do believe he's kind of in that realm of possible NPD. Again, I'm not a psychologist. Total disclaimer, I am not a psychologist here. And I do want you to get other opinions on that other than my own because I'm not a professional in that arena. But I have to just be honest. My experience with people like that is that the only way to really get away from the issue is to remove yourself from the issue or the people from the issue if possible, which is the person. My brother and I have been trying to figure out what kind of narc he is. He caused a lot of anxiety in me and my brother and my mom. Yeah, he sounds like a true blue hardcore NPD narcissist to me. Like anyone who's manipulative like that to that extent, I've detached from him. Just haven't been able to move out. I'm 20. Oh, Olive, I'm really sorry. Oh God, I am so sorry. Because I've dealt with that in my own family specifically too, like with that level. And yeah, when you can't move out of the house, it is really difficult because the anxiety goes through the roof. It's always very unpredictable of what's going to happen next. What are they going to do next? What are they going to try next? And I'm really sorry. I know that's incredibly difficult to deal with. If he can't go to therapy, if he can't do that, then he can't do that. But the rest of you can seek out therapy outside of, dealing with him. And to be honest, if he's that kind of a narcissist, I think that's probably better anyway to try to continue to get therapy away from him. And as far as coping mechanisms with narcissists love they love the game. They really enjoy not just the manipulative game, but also like the word game. They like that. They like to pull people in with words. And the one thing that narcissists can't stand is to be ignored. They can't stand to be ignored. But at the same time, the more they pull you in, the more you respond back, the more they get off on that. And the more that enables their behavior. So I know it's very difficult because you live with him. And I know you said you're starting to see it in your niece as well. Try to just not engage as much as possible. I know that's hard. I know that's really hard. I know it's really, really hard. But try to not engage as much as humanly possible because that will just enable him to do it more. And that will just bring you more anxiety as well if you keep engaging with him. And I know it's difficult. But again, like I said, I also recommend getting other opinions outside of myself because I do think that that requires a level of psychological professionalism that I just don't possess. But either way, let's go ahead and see what we can get as far as past life stuff is concerned, okay? But that's my advice on how to handle him, is that he can't really be handled at this point. But that's just my opinion. Like I said, I'm no psychological professional, okay? Okay, so let me try to get tapped in here and see what I can get. Okay, yes, thank you. I'm sorry, Olive. I know that's really hard. Like, I've cut off all family members who have been like that with me. And I know sometimes it can, like for some people, the narcissism is very minor. Sometimes it's very extreme. Like I have one aunt who's probably the more extreme end, kind of like very similar to like your dad, who does manipulate the children like a lot, like her kids a lot, even though they're full grown adults. I've seen that dynamic take place quite a bit as well. The blatant lies to manipulate and baiting people and all of that. And it's just, I know it can get really bad. I know it can get really ugly. So I am really sorry that you're in that situation, but that's just my 2 cents based on what I've seen in my own experience. But like I said, you've got a session. So let's go ahead and get into your session here. Okay. Mm. Can you please highlight any past lives that can help Olive in this time regarding her father? Can you please bring forth any past lives that should be highlighted at this time for Olive regarding her father? Any anger issues and narcissism? Mm. Okay. So, Olive, they're actually telling me different things from different lives where you've had to deal with him. And I'm not surprised you've had to deal with him many times over. I'm not surprised whatsoever. It does seem like in all of these lives, to some extent, he has had these traits. Um, and I kept getting at like energies of like plotting, strategizing. Very kind of like Seven of Swords, actually, like very Seven of Swords energy, like a very kind of selfish and taking energy. And I do feel in one life in particular, he did he steal it or did he just trick you? I guess either way, it doesn't matter. Um, there was a life where you two had a big business deal together, a big business deal. And I actually am hearing hoodwinked. I'm hearing hoodwinked. I feel like he conned you out of all your money. I don't even think you two are related in this life. I think you two just did business together in the life that I was picking up on. You just did business together. Um, I know trust is kind of a big thing for you, understandably so. Um, mm, it's important to work through that, not just because of the life I just was telling you about, because I'm about to tell you some other stuff that I picked up on too. Not just from those lives, but just for yourself, just for yourself. Just understand where that mistrust comes from, and it comes from dealing with someone who's narcissistic, and it comes from dealing with the same energy or energy signature many times over that has done you wrong many times over. And just recognize that that's where it comes from. It doesn't come from the actual people you're coming across. It comes from that. Okay. Um, bigger and better, bigger and better. There was another life that I saw. This is kind of going to the realm of dark stuff. It's kind of going to the realm of dark stuff. He traded you. He traded you. I feel like he traded you for his own comfort. Um, and it's weird. It's not money. They're not showing me money. I guess it's like barter. This had to be a long time ago because it's like it's a barter kind of a system here. And you kind of ended up in slavery, or lack of a better term, slavery because of that. You were definitely related. Actually, no, you were his child. You were definitely his child. You were his child. You were his child, and he bartered you. Yeah, it was for his own comfort. They're not even showing me money. It was like it was for materials and freedom. They're saying freedom and freedom. Oh, you've had to deal with him many times over. And I really think that's just the big takeaway here with any other issues that you have with trusting people, and trusting yourself, and trusting yourself, trusting yourself, trusting your own judgment when it comes to people as well. Um, it doesn't come from anyone you come across. It comes from dealing with this kind of energy from him and deceiving you or hurting you many, many times over for his own selfish gain. Most people are not that kind of level of it's beyond selfish, and not that kind of level of selfish. Most people are not. And I know it's hard to see that. It's hard to trust that, even when sometimes you really feel like you can't trust your own judgment sometimes when it comes to people that you meet, specifically male energies. I feel like your father feels easily burdened. His energy is very like, uh, what's the word for that? It extends really far. His energy extends really far. And even it's interesting, even though he's a narcissist, I don't feel like he is that strong of an energy vampire specifically. Like, I feel like when it comes to his energy, it's all about what he can get out of things, like opportunistically. But as far as energy vampirism, I don't think that that is very prevalent, which is very interesting. I find it usually is, but I don't feel it there. I don't feel it there. Um, it's all about what he can have and his comfort. But yeah, I really feel like all of this is highlighting issues of trust and specifically needing to trust yourself. Let's see where she's at. Oh, I missed a lot. Hold on. Hold on a second. Let's see. Okay. My brother gets triggered immediately, gets his guard up and frustrated and angry. He thinks he can change my dad. Oh, yeah, no. Mm-mm. He used my brother to steal things from my mother and yeah, and also took loans in his name. Oh, God. I want to hear the dark stuff. It's okay. I woke up to his tactics when I was 14. I really don't trust myself and I've had so many issues with communicating my emotions. Sorry, I'm a gemstone and Mercury is a talker. That's okay. That's okay. I trust myself now. Yes, what he can get, not take from me. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So all of it seems like you're very well aware. It's just a matter of, I think it's just still really affecting you because you're still in that household. You know what I mean? And I know, believe me, I know. Like I remember because my father's a narcissist, and I counted the days like until I could remove myself. Um, but it sounds like you're very well aware of how he makes you feel. And like I said, this has definitely been a repetitive theme where you've had to come in contact with him over and over and over and over again. Um, and I usually find that that's the case. I usually do find that that's the case when it comes to situations like this. Unfortunately for your brother, he just needs more time to wake up to it a little bit more. You can't change people. First of all, you can't change people. But also when it comes to narcissists, you really can't change a narcissist. And I'm really sorry to hear that because yeah, it's like you're very aware. Yeah, you're very very aware of all of this already. But yeah, I know trust is a big thing, and that's something that needs to be worked through for you. And I know you already know that. I know you already know that. And the thing with trust, the hard issue with learning how to trust people again is that in order to earn trust, you have to kind of give a chance to trust. And that's where it gets really hard because it's like that's the last thing you want to do, right? So try to always remember that no matter what people do to you, because here's the other thing that we have to accept when it comes to trust issues, there's always going to be someone along the way that will break your trust again. There always will be. It's inevitable. It's inevitable. It's going to happen. And to understand that when that happens, it might trigger that same feeling that you get from your dad or from, these past traumas in your past lives with him. It might trigger some of that, but it's important in those triggering moments to recognize it's not the same thing, right? It doesn't make that person him. It doesn't make that event as severe as the other stuff you've been through, even if it feels just as bad because you're getting triggered because of your past stuff. If you can remember that in those moments, because I know it's hard, believe me, I know it's really hard. If you can remember that in those moments where people do break your trust again, because it will happen, it will. There's no way it's not going to. You can start working on that a little bit more, but it's going to take time. It's a really hard one to work through. That makes sense. Thank you. Yeah, no problem. No problem. But you have to actually allow the opportunity to trust people. That's the only way you start trusting people again, is to actually give them the chance to show you that you can trust them. And then when that time comes where someone fucks up, because everyone's human, and that's the other thing, everyone's human. That's why that your trust will be broken at some point in time. That it is not the same as what has happened to you before. It's different. It's not, hopefully it's not as bad. It shouldn't be. It really shouldn't be. And that they're not the same person. But this was kind of heavy too. But I do hope that you enjoyed it to some extent. I know it was like the I don't like it was a little rough. But I hope that that was helpful. Do you have any other questions? Does my grandfather from this life want to come through? If you don't pick up anything, that's okay. But he was very important during this childhood. Oh, okay. I can try. I don't really sense him at the moment, but I can try and see if he wants to come forward. Mhm. I can kind of feel him a little bit, but he's hanging back a lot. He's hanging back a lot. Why is he hanging back? Um, yeah, he just seems very far removed right now. I feel like he's actually intentionally kind of not wanting to present himself right now. Um, he's with you when you need. Yeah, he's with you when you need him. He's taking a back seat though. I don't. Yeah, he doesn't really want to come forward right now. Yeah, he's being very quiet. He's kind of yeah, he's kind of hanging out in the background a little bit. Um, but he's with you when you need him. But yeah, he doesn't really want to show himself right now. He's being very, very quiet. Let's see. Um, but yeah, so okay. Yeah, I'm like, I don't know if he was quiet in life. I don't think he was, but yeah, he just seems very quiet right now. Very, very quiet right now. That's all. Thank you so much. Yeah, no problem. Usually what they say when they want you to live your best life instead of interfering. Yeah, I was kind of getting that sense where it's like, I'm with you when you need me, and right now you're okay. He wasn't LOL, but I'm sure there's a reason. Yeah, I really feel like that's what it is, where it's like when you need him, he's there. But it's funny. I had a talk with my mom about this actually recently with her dad, my grandfather, because they were very close. They were very close, and he's one of my guides. Um, and she was like, I feel like he doesn't hang around me as much. And then my grandfather popped up and was like, because she doesn't need me. Because she doesn't need me as much as she thinks she does. And I think that's kind of that. I think that's kind of what it was. Why he was kind of hanging back. Like he's there when you really need him, um, but at the same time, it's like you might not need him as much as you think that you need him. Let's see. It's honoring your choices and loving on you along the way. Yeah, exactly. But Olive, I'm really glad that I was able to help to some extent, and everyone else too. I don't know if everyone else is still hanging out, like Chloe, OG, Karina, and Stephanie. But and Adriana as well, and Brooke and Danny. Thank you guys for being here. I know it was kind of a long one, and we had a rough start. We had quite the rough start for the first 30 minutes. So I'm gonna. Oh, actually, do I have that written down on here? Oh, I do. I do for the timestamp for when it actually started. But I hope you guys enjoyed these sessions, and thank you for everybody who hung out and just wanted to support everyone else who had their sessions as well. Let's see. Yes, thank you for staying, everyone. Thank you so much. Yeah, no problem. Thank you for sharing your gifts. Yeah, no, I'm glad to, and hopefully next time we won't have any interfering energies or anything like that. Let's see. Wow, I'm tearing up. Oh, blessings and healings, everyone. It was awesome. Rough start, probably because I wasn't here. I'm telling you, Danny, it was those interfering energies. Metatron even showed up to like give me a heads up about that before when I was meditating. Oh, hey, Veronica. Hey, it's good to see you. Let's see. You really have been a key to my ascension. Oh, good, Olive. I like that. I feel like when it comes to ascensions, we need support. We need support when it comes to ascensions, especially when it's like you're new to ascensions. Like honestly, Adriana, I don't know if she's still here, but thank God for her. Oh my God. Thank God for thank God for Adriana. Like guys, there's no way I would be where I'm at like if I did not like meet that amazing person. Let's see. Love you. Call me soon. I will, Danny. I will. Just got some work I gotta do today. Thank you to everyone who shared their stories. Yeah, guys, honestly, because some of this stuff is not easy to share or easy to talk about. And I know sometimes it can get very dark. Yes, my soul fam, need to reach out to Adriana. Thank you, WaterBaby. This was my first past life hangout. Oh, yeah, no problem. It's fun. It can be a fun time. Sometimes funny stuff comes up. Sometimes. Sometimes. Mostly dark shit, but sometimes funny stuff comes up too. But guys, I'm really happy that you enjoyed all of this. I gotta go. I got videos to do too. I'm gonna do Aquarius, the Aquarius monthly. I'm gonna do that one today for sure. I'm also well, you guys are all patrons, so you guys get all the stuff anyway. I was gonna say I'm trying to finish Vimeo too for people who just want to buy like the single videos and stuff. But you guys already get all that stuff, so wrong audience. Let's see. I felt by myself through my journey. Oh, Asha, I'm sorry. It's hard if you don't have support. Honestly, I can't imagine going through my ascensions if I didn't have the community. Like I think I'd feel crazy if I didn't have the community on my side. God, I got videos too. Yeah, we both got work. We both got work to do. But I gotta go, guys. I hope you have a really good day. And again, thanks for supporting everybody and for my mods for coming out and hanging out and giving support and advice too, where is needed. And the next session should be in a couple weeks, and I will see you guys soon, okay? Have a great night, everybody. Namaste.